issue, but got it. Great. All right. Well, welcome. Oopsies. I'm doing the wrong things. Okay, there we go. Hitting the suit. Too many buttons. It's too many buttons. Welcome to Next Level from Level with Emily. I'm the host of the podcast itself, Emily Reese, and I'm here with producer Sam Keenan. Say hi, Sam.
Hi.
Yeah. And we like to hop on each Wednesday afternoon and talk about the episode that we're publishing later in the week, which features composer Trevor Gureckis talking about the music he did for the Dead Space remake. So the Dead Space remake is such an interesting, I don't know, it's an interesting thing in the video game world. And we'll talk about that in just a minute. But before we get to it, how are you, Sam?
I'm doing good. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep. That's all I'm going to get out of you today.
Yep. Pretty much, I guess. Nothing too exciting happening.
Okay. We're grateful the sun is out. We often talk about the weather here. This is like the first thing we talk about when we see each other too. It's so funny.
Yep.
I've recently reconnected.
That's Minnesota for you.
It is. It is. But what's funny is I've recently reconnected with a bunch of old colleagues that Sam and I used to share. And every single one of them asks about you. Every single time. Hey, do you still see Sam Keenan? I'm like, all the fucking time, man. All the time.
Just tell them I'm dead.
All the damn time. Like IT Crowd.
Yeah.
The episode where Moss tells that guy that Jen's dead because she doesn't want to talk to him anymore.
She comes floating by the window.
She floats and comes banging on his window at night. Oh, it's so good. If you have not watched IT Crowd, you have to watch IT Crowd. It's just it's a funny show.
Yeah.
Still
funny.
Yeah, it's still funny. It's still funny. We aren't even gonna. Okay, so yes, so Dead Space is very exciting. One of the scariest games ever made in the history of scary games. I think I made it 20 minutes into that game before I was like, never again. And you don't even fight.
You notoriously don't play too many scary games.
My anxiety, like I get anxious even thinking about it. That's like, I just have anxiety as a person. So like putting me in situations with heightened anxiety tends to just like amplify that to the nth degree. So yeah, it's just like, oh my God, I just can hardly breathe. Like I'm even short of breath thinking about it. Like, okay. Yeah. But it's a beautiful game. I've always wanted to play it because the sound design in the game, the soundtrack, the music that Jason Graves wrote for the original Dead Space, it's so good. It's one of your favorite soundtracks too.
Yeah, when I first heard about this and heard there was a different composer, I was like, what? Not understanding that they didn't throw out the Jason Graves music, of course.
Right.
But they just needed more, and they brought in somebody else for that, which was an interesting choice, I thought. But yeah, Jason did such an interesting job when he did that the first couple games. And I remember him talking about all that stuff and the fun with kind of piecing together all these sounds and vibes and things that he got from the orchestra. And and this new stuff that Trevor did is like it's definitely in the right feel and vibe, but it is different. It's got a different flavor to it.
Yeah, it definitely does, but it still has the creepy Dead Space flavor to it.
Yes.
It still sounds very Dead Space to me, which I really, really enjoyed. And it's always fun to have new voices on. I mean, which we do a lot. I feel like I don't know if it's even half and half, people we know and people we've had on Level for the first time, but I would be really interested to do a survey of that actually. But it's really always such a delight to like meet someone completely new with like a completely new take on how to compose. And the fact that he was like worked for Philip Glass for like 6 years, that's crazy. And I think I was when I listened back through as I was editing, I was like, God, what the hell? These 17,000 questions I have in my head about that right now. Why didn't I ask any of those? And I think I was just like, so like, oh, wait, what? Like, what did you do for 6 years or however many years it was? And I look forward to hopefully him doing more games and him being back on the show so I can pick his brain more about that, because what a cool, I mean, man, yeah, what a cool experience that must have been, because, you know, he changed, he innovated, he did things musically, you know, I mean, just what an interesting experience.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
But this, I mean, we, oh, hi, Sacha in the chat, by the way.
Oh, hey, hi. What more?
It says at this point, there can only be so many composers out there who Emily has yet to interview. LOL.
Well, what cracked me up is about the Grammys. We didn't even talk about that last week. But the composer who won the Grammy for, you know, whatever the hell they called that category, best interactive music or whatever. Yeah, she's the only one I'd never spoken with, and she's on my list now. Boy, I've got a lot of good leads right now, which is very exciting. I didn't mean to derail into that, but that's pretty exciting to have some.
That's cool.
Hot new leads. Yeah, but
as far as this coming up episode goes, like we didn't get too many tracks, just a small handful.
Yeah, 3.
But
3.
Yeah, right. And then eventually 4, right?
Well, yeah, I mean, yeah.
But so it's just a few you know, tastes of all the new music, but they were good ones, and they were cool, and they were interesting and modernized, and you know, there was a little more kind of digital electronic elements involved, and some other kind of musical moves that he pointed out and you pointed out with the choir. And
and the, like, he was talking about the vocal fry in the back of that track. Did you hear? I'm sure you heard that with your headset on, and I just feel like people have got to listen to this episode with headphones for that, because it's so creepy.
I cranked that up, and just because, you know, it's weird. It almost sounds like distortion or some kind of digital effect or something like that. But once you know it's the vocal fry, then it like makes more sense.
Yeah, it's just,
and it's creepy as hell.
Oh, it's so creepy. Yeah, but it's such a great track. Oh God, yeah, I really loved all 3 of those tracks that we got in advance. That was really nice. It's kind of tough to do an interview like that, you know what I mean? And it's tough to build an episode sometimes too, because, you know, I'm accustomed to having an entire soundtrack to pull from, and you know, usually deciding what's not going to make it into the episode. And like, when there's 3 tracks, you're like, well, okay, how am I going to space these out so that, you know, they make the point, but it doesn't get, you know, too repetitive. But I didn't feel that any of that happened in this episode. I don't know, but it can be challenging.
Yeah. No, it was cool. It was a good conversation, and he's a nice dude, and
Sacha wants to know if listening to it in headphones would make it too scary.
Yes.
Yeah. Possibly. You would know in the very first. Didn't I open with that track, Sam? I changed it a couple times. Did I open with that vocal track?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So you would know within the first 2 seconds if it was too scary or not, because it happens right away. Right away.
Well, what I used to do with the old Dead Space, I think it was Dead Space 2 music, maybe you remember, is I had just this period of time where I was commuting to work in like terrible traffic.
Yes.
And I started cranking that soundtrack in traffic, you know, and it was really a crazy experience having all the, you know, this horror music while everybody's about to get out of their cars and kill each other.
Yep. It's amazing that, just the weird times that I'll be listening to a horror soundtrack. You know, I'll be like having my morning tea and the cat is getting all cozy on the couch and I'm just listening to like chaos. It can be pretty funny. But traffic, that's very appropriate. It seems like that would be good. It might make me a little too amped, but you never know.
But soundtracks like this are kind of fun to have a little experience with if you turn the lights out and put on some headphones and
it's true. It's true.
Zone out to them for a while,
Yep. Listen to what like audio can do to your brain. So yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. Sacha mentions that we also didn't get a bunch of tracks for the Gary Scheiman interview. Yeah, that's been normal lately. It depends. A lot of times it'll be a big, almost always, almost exclusively, it's a big AAA situation like that where they're like, we'll give you a few tracks. I'm like,
yeah,
a-holes have been doing this for years. Just I totally understand it too. I totally get it.
Put us on a special list, damn it.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, we might be getting some giveaway stuff.
Ooh, really? Do we have to give it away?
Probably not, but it probably would behoove us to do so. So that's exciting. We have a lot of exciting things happening. So that's good news. Jason Graves is coming to town.
Yeah, right. So
yep, Jason Graves is going to come hang out in April. Amazing. It's like perma smile thinking about that. That's going to be amazing. Coming for VGM Con, which is also very exciting and literally is like 2 months from today. So people should be getting their tickets to VGM Con because it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. So anyway, well, do you have anything else you would like to add? About
no,
Trevor
except
Gureckis?
for I kind of want to play Dead Space now that I'm on this trying to become a gamer thing.
Dude, like, well, the remake, I wonder if did they release that for, I wonder what that's on. Probably everything.
Probably everything. Yeah.
I wonder if you should just play the original. I mean, I don't know. Don't ask me, man. I'm never going to touch that shit. I thought about it. I've thought about it. I've been like, maybe I should put it on Twitch, stream it on Twitch. I don't know if that would be good for me emotionally. I don't know. I just don't know. But you, on the other hand, my neighbor across the hall, Matt, says it's way creepier now. So I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. Okay. I guess they tried to make things a little bit more realistic with where you have to shoot the necromorphs to get them to, I mean, I don't even know. I'm not okay with it. It's not okay. There's enough despair in the world. No, that's okay. But you should do that. And what was the other one we were just talking about?
Sacha says that you should play on Twitch.
No, moving on though. What was maybe we'll see. But what was the game we were talking about right before we hit record?
Or maybe I could stream and you could watch.
Well, that'd be easy. I'd watch like this with my ears plugged. But no, answer me. Answer me. What was the game we were talking about right before we came on here? That you were going to, The Last of Us. The Last of Us.
Oh, Last of Us. Yeah, of course.
Chris.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, that'd be good for me to replay. And fuck, I think I have it. Maybe I don't. Actually, no. I had it's all coming back to me now. I had the collector's edition and I sold it. I got a lot of money for it too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, well, that's okay. Say la vie. You have hard times and you got some things got to go, man. All right. Sam Keenan. Well, yeah, we're going to talk about having another meetup soon too, I think. Well, I don't know about soon because I have a lot of extra work this month, but soon in the next few weeks. So we'll keep everybody posted on that too.
Right on.
Join us on Discord. All the links are down or will be down in the show notes shortly. And yeah, we look forward to Friday when we get to share this awesome episode with you. Trevor Gureckis talking about the Dead Space remake. And
yeah, it's cool. Definitely worth checking out. The music is interesting.
Yep. And he's a neat guy. So yeah, if you can support us on Patreon, great. All right.
And hi to Elise.
Hi to Elise. Is Elise? Oh, Elise Rosengren. All right. Well, until next week. We'll be here next week. Same time.
That's right. We'll be here next week, and show drops on Friday.
Indeed, it does.